Earlier this week, state police announced 50-year-old Richard Allen is in jail. He's accused of killing Abby Williams and Libby German back in 2017. But the Carroll County prosecutor asked a judge to seal all the records in the case, even though those records are supposed to be available to the public. Now, 13 News has been fighting to find out how and why details of the crime are being kept secret.
And that has led to the court releasing even more information. Tonight, our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel joins us with some new details. Bob.
13 Investigates appealed directly to the judge, the prosecutor, and to state court administrators to get answers. Just hours after we sent those emails, the court decided to publicly release more information about the arrest of Richard Allen. We now know Allen's initial bail was set at $20 million. We have an online case summary showing past and upcoming court dates. We have a case number so the public can now follow new details and events in the case. And following our questions, the court posted this notice, setting a date for a public hearing for the judge to determine whether important records in the case will remain under seal. All that information now appears on the state's public court website where anyone can see it, instead of being hidden like it has been for the past 6 days since charges were first filed. What we do not have is the detailed probable cause affidavit, which details why police believe Allen is responsible for the deaths of the 2 Delphi girls. That is supposed to be public and is still being kept under seal. That will be the focus of the public hearing on November 22nd. In response to the questions sent by 13 News, the Chief Public Information Officer for the Indiana Supreme Court contacted the judge handling the Delphi murder case. She included our questions, and she wrote to the judge, "From a PR standpoint, I am concerned that there is a sealed case with no cause number available or known publicly, no probable cause, and no public hearing date to determine if the record should be sealed. I do suggest the court be clear with procedural information on what is public and when or why, according to the rule, it is not public." Following that email, the court released the case number, public hearing date, and case summary details. Also this morning, the judge sent 13 News an email stating he was granting our request to release certain information in the case. Judge Benjamin Diener said he was continuing to withhold the probable cause affidavit based on an Indiana court rule that states, in extraordinary circumstances, a court record that otherwise would be publicly accessible may be excluded from public access if someone makes that request. That rule says the record can remain under seal for a reasonable period of time until the court rules on the request. Again, we expect that ruling to come at or after the public hearing on November 22nd.
And you mentioned Richard Allen's $20 million bond. He's actually still in jail tonight, though.
Yeah, we checked again today. He is still in the nearby White County Jail. He's not in the Carroll County Jail for safety reasons. Now, coming up at 6, more comments from the judge handling this case. I'll tell you about his plea to the state and why he wrote, "I am begging for some assistance to shield me, the court, from this storm." That part of the story is coming up tonight at 6.
Okay. Thanks, Bob.
All right, Bob, we'll stay tuned for that. In the meantime, we do want to remind you that police repeatedly are telling us that they still would like to hear from you if you potentially have any information that could help in their investigation of the murders of these 2 young girls.